in my ass.
I just banged your wife?
Name of this garbage show again that I'm on.
Total Nonstop Impact.
My name's John, capital letter E, period, Bravo, and you're listening to the Total Nonstop Impact podcast.
This is the jaw-jacking Tuesday Night Impact, and his mother called him son because he shines like one. Mocha Skin Manimal, Rohit Raju, and you are watching Total Nonstop Impact.
This is Taya La Güera Loca, and you are listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, and you're listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
We are the Rascalz. And you are listening to Total
Nonstop
Impact podcast, baby.
Woo! And what you're really listening to is Total Nonstop Impact. Don't you dare miss a lesson. Oh, yeah. What's up, Impact Wrestling? Let's make some noise!
Sitting here, you guys got a 15-minute intro of putting yourselves over while I'm sitting here and watching Jaybone and Karl and you're 50. I never saw a 15-minute intro of three guys putting themselves over.
This is the good stuff.
Welcome back, everybody, to Total Nonstop Impact. Impact fans featured right here on the TNI Network. This is Trent on my Gallows. Jaybone, for some reason, is shy. I don't know why. Oh, and Alicia, this is the October 27th Impact on Access TV review. And God damn it is a whodunit. Holy shit, Jaybone. He's the this all right now. Too much. My fingers point at every one of you for what happened on this show just a little while ago. I'm just gonna put that out there right now because hey, he put me over, so I'm innocent, guys. I'm totally innocent. Who shot John E. Bravo?
Who's
John
not here?
Says the most likely candidate.
Hey, listen, he put me over. He called me the Howard Stern of this show. Hey, who am I to hate John E. Bravo? I mean, anyway, let's move on here. Everybody, how's it going? Good evening. Good Tuesday for everybody here.
Tuesday.
What's happening, guys? It is Tuesday.
I am crying in my mashed potatoes.
Bill, are you consoling Jay? I mean, you were here with them to watch along. I mean, how did that go? I mean, he's beside himself right now.
It was tough. Jay needs a shoulder to cry on right now, like a virtual shoulder to cry on, and we got to give it to him. It's been tough, man. He don't know. He was already having a tough weekend and a tough week, and now this. It's not what we wanted to hear.
First, Eddie Van Halen a few weeks ago, and now the guy who literally made his last public appearance here on the show, John E. Bravo. Guys,
it's the curse of TNI.
It is the curse of TNI. It continues.
Real.
Unbelievable. This curse continues, man. I swear to God, it never ends with the show. We just somehow cause bad luck to any guest. We can't have any more guests on.
Does that mean the curse is back?
The curse has never left. Okay, the curse has never left, Jay. Unfortunately, we caused this. We brought this on. But guys, on a brighter note, this is the Bound for Glory 2020 the Fallout show. So real quick, you guys are all. By the way, Alicia, hello. Alicia's all decked out for Halloween, ready to go here. Coming up in 4 days?
4 days.
Halloween in 4 days. Is this a preview of the Halloween costume, Alicia?
No, it's just one of the many.
One of the many. Nice. Is anybody actually doing anything for Halloween? Like, there's no trick or treat? I saw something. I don't know if you guys have it in your towns, but our good friend of the show, Adam Impact, said there's a drive-by trick-or-treating deal going on for kids nowadays where like cars really drive by and like Mardi Gras them like candy.
Oh, wow.
There's some communities doing something like that where you can go and you can like pick up a bucket of candy or something like that.
Sounds dangerous.
A drive-by like this?
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
You are officially in charge of sound bites tonight, Bill.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's appropriate considering what we just witnessed. I'm just saying.
That's a good point. Bad choice of words, everybody. I apologize to the loved ones of John Capital E. Bravo on the period.
So you're saying we shouldn't go with shots fired early in the show?
I mean, shots fired is a big part of this show, but I feel it'd be very classless of us to go shots fired. Not in
the best of taste.
I don't think we should do it. I don't think we should do it, Bill. I mean, I'm going to leave it to you. You are on sound bites tonight, though. All right. But if you fire off shots fired, it's the blood's on your hands, pal. What do you say, Jay?
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Well, listen. I want to thank. Good.
You know what? I want to say this. This episode
keep it together. Keep it together.
This
How
episode.
good were those mashed potatoes?
Yeah, seriously. How about these potatoes?
Little soggy. This episode is dedicated to the memory of John E. Bravo. It's appropriate.
Yeah, it's appropriate. Well, by the way,
we don't know. We have no confirmed. We just know he was shot, right? We have no confirmation.
We don't know if he's dead. Let's just say it right. Let's just put it out there, Bill. We don't know if the guy's dead or not, but he looked fucking dead to me. He looked fucking dead. That's how it looked. So I'm going to assume he's dead. And I don't know. All I know is there's somebody on this show who John E. Capital E. Period Bravo gave a very hard time to 2 appearances in a row, who has a lot of motivation to do this. Now you could say Kalon. Kalon is a piece of shit as it is. Okay, Kalon would shoot somebody over a Dunkin' Donut. You know what I mean? At this point, he's scraping the barrel on class. But we have someone here who John E. Bravo was faced off with. It was a feud of the year. In 2020. During the pandemic era, it was definitely a good feud. Alicia, I'm gonna ask where you were tonight before we get deeper into this. Where were you tonight?
She's already in disguise. I mean,
I don't need you barristering for her right now, Jaybone. Okay, I don't need you being the barrister here. I need the answer straight from the source.
Swingman.
I assure you, I couldn't hurt a fly.
I don't know if I believe that, but all right. Swingman's there. Speaking of Swingman, I want to thank. First off, I want to thank everybody of all of our listeners who wished me a happy birthday yesterday and who tweeted me from the show on the show account or on mine on Twitter. So thank you guys all for the happy birthday wishes on the 26th. I really appreciate the love from everybody. So thank you guys for that. I also want to thank the Swingman who personally gave me this is for my birthday. He gave me a swinger bandana, Daddy. He said, you guys swing? He said, you got to protect yourself from that COVID gimmick, Daddy, so you better get you one of these. And he handed me one of the swinger bandanas. Jaybone, be jealous. Peanut butter and jelly.
I am, but I told Bill earlier when we were, messing around with this whole, streaming gimmick that we were trying to get going earlier today. Me and the Mrs. Jaybone went to Walmart yesterday.
Yeah.
So Jaybone picked up a few new bandanas himself.
Oh, Jaybone's bandana. Jaybone, you're almost looking like Ricky Morton at this point. I swear, with all the bandanas you got going, you gotta start handing them out to the fans. But all right, let's
sign them away and autograph them. And
you should. But I want to thank everybody again. That was really awesome. I woke up to I didn't get to my phone till pretty late in the day, but I got to it, and it was there. My Twitter blew. I really appreciate it. Everybody was just super nice to me. So thank you guys on the Facebook and the Twitter and the Insta fucks and all that stuff. It really, really means a lot. So thank you. 39 years old. It's a very, very scary age to be 39. Bill, you're 39 as well. You know what this is like. It's like
crazy
you're looking
times.
at 40. And 40 is a very pivotal round number, and it pisses you the fuck off to have to say I'm fucking 40 years old. I don't want to say that yet. I'm not ready for it. How do you deal with that? No. How are you dealing with it?
It's
okay, Boomer.
Son of a bitch.
That's about it. That's about it.
All right, fair enough. All right, fair enough.
This is bad. Wait till next year, right?
All right. Yes. Yeah. No shit. Right.
Hey, I'm halfway through my 40s. Look at me.
Exactly. Look at you, J-Mo. Exactly. Look at you. Do we think we want to end up like this? Sorry, J-Bone. I apologize. I gotta straighten this shit out. At 39, I can't be ripping on you like this anymore, J-Bone. But who am I kidding? It's gonna happen anyway. All right, listen. The Bound for Glory review show that you guys had. I was on there for about 10 minutes. I want to thank the three of you for handling duties on that one. I heard it was our most watched thing ever, J-Bone. Give us this breakdown here. What the fuck happened? You lunatics, where did you all come from on Saturday night? What the hell? J-Bone,
we had 5,000 views in 24 hours. It's unbelievable.
Unreal, man.
I don't know where. It's a lot of new folks here, so welcome. You know, we had a lot of new subs. Welcome to the show. Anybody new popping in here? And hey, thanks for the love. You know, I mean, we're not the only ones out there talking about Bound for Glory. A lot of people talking about Bound for Glory weekend. You know, it was a successful weekend for them. You know?
Very successful weekend for Impact Wrestling. I am super much enjoy the show. Alicia, would you say what I was telling these guys on the watch along? True to Impact's form, completely an unpredictable show. Like our brackets were fucking dead, right? Like we just died on the vine on those, right?
Yeah, just about. Yeah, tonight was the perfect example of how they can just flip the script and turn everything into whodunit murder mystery. It's like Clue, but better.
It's Clue, but better because it has the characters around the ring, which I cannot wait to talk about. The Nasty Boys were even there at one point. Unbelievable. But no, it was super, super cool. What a show. And I stick to this every time. Impact's one of the biggest artistic admirations I have for Impact Wrestling is that it is completely unpredictable. And I didn't see any of Bound for Glory coming. Bill, I'm definitely, if you want to chime in on that. I know you guys must have talked about it, but since I missed the post show for the most part, if you want to just chime in real quick, just to recap that.
Yeah, no, you're right. It was from the predictions on. We were saying it when we did it. It was a lot of what you want to call 50-50 booking. It was, we didn't know what was going to happen. It was like, we could go this way or this way. And that's kind of what we went. And then it's like, well, what do you go with? Do you go with who you think's going to win, who you want to win? Yeah. But it was all over the place. And like, I know we talked about like the North. None of us saw that coming. That was way out there. It was like, that was maybe the least likely team we thought to capture the titles. But there was a lot of that. And that's Impact. You don't know what's going to happen. You might see that some other places where it's like, oh, all right, here's a pay-per-view. I know exactly what's going to happen. Maybe you get 80-90% correct. This one, we got Jaybone, our big winner of our little contest, with a whopping 3 correct answers.
Three. Yeah.
So for those who didn't know, we had a contest thanks to the legendary Kevin Martin himself, the legend himself, who I got to spend time with. Kevin Martin is an absolute god. He lives up to the hype. Everybody, I swear to God, this guy lives up to the hype. But Kevin Martin gave us a contest that who could get the most right guesses for Bound for Glory predictions, and it only took Jaybone 3 to beat us. So Jaybone, number one, Jaybone, pathetic. But by the way, second of all, congratulations, Kevin Martin. Thank you.
That's why when he contacted me, I felt very sheepish responding to him. He's like, "So, who won it?" And I'm like, I guess me. I mean, we all sucked, but it's I guess me.
Did our best.
Yeah, we did our best.
So thank you, Kev. I mean.
What a cool thing!
It was.
Congratulations, Jaybone.
Thank you. It was a wild show. When we had a few things happen during the show that we didn't predict because we just didn't see it coming. But hey, they still pulled off a really good show. Proud to be. I mean, the haters can talk about the tiny little glitches that were happening here and there on the show and whatever, where we certainly are not going to focus on that. You're not going to see that shit here. There's some other reviews out there we're stumbling through and calling it Bound for Glory 2015. No, folks, the year is 2020. Get with it. Come on over to our show. We'll give you the real review.
What happened? Why were they calling it 2015? What did I miss there? Is it something? Is it worthless?
I'm not gonna name any names.
Oh, okay.
Let's just say he got an unsubscribe from me. It was sad. It was very sad.
So basically, Jaybone, you looked at him and just said,
"Yeah, this is horrible."
Right?
Yeah, 5 minutes in, couldn't even talk about the pay-per-view, and then said 2015, and I'm like,
forget about it. Forget about it. We don't do that.
Yeah,
here.
well, you know why.
Pathetic.
Absolutely. And that leads me, guys, to the opening of the show, which opened with Eric Young beating the shit out of Rich Swann backstage. He's not happy at all doing that. So, Jaybone, I'm sorry. We do want to start with it. What's the new format, guys? Are we doing the news at the top of the hour, or are we ending it with the news? What do we want to do here?
We gotta get our shit together.
I fucked because the transition was perfect with the Eric Young thing.
Don't have my shit together after this past weekend, so we can do news at the end.
If you can gather some, I don't think there's much else. I mean, you covered a lot of it. You did the Sunday show as well, so I'm sure a lot of it's been covered. Let's just jump in. So Eric Young beating the shit out of Rich Swann backstage. It's pretty crazy because everybody's kind of there, and Madison Rayne and Josh Matthews pretty shocked to see it happening. It's a hell of a beatdown. Did you guys? I mean, it just got thrown with Bound for Glory, and like they just had this match. And I swear to God, man, Eric Young, like he kind of freaks me out when he's in this zone. Like I really don't know where like Eric Young starts and stops on when it comes to like humanity. Alicia, I'm really not sure because he fucking freaks me out. Even when I know we're watching the show, and I'm not trying to like overly kayfabe this here, but like he does freak me out, and I'm not if I'm crazy.
He's a maniac, that's for sure.
Bill, do you have the World Class Maniac shirt? Do you have that one?
No, I do. I actually do not have that shirt. My buddy Todd, he has that shirt. He picked it up because he was going to a lot of shows during the that era of locally around here, like the Bethlehem shows and all. When Dave was going, I actually, because I met Dave, my friend Dave, in the line getting tickets for TNA at Bethlehem.
Oh, is that where you guys met? Okay.
That's just like us, Trent. That's a Impact friendship.
That is an Impact friendship.
TNA Impact, bringing people together.
That is definitely an Impact friendship, man. And yeah, that's how Bill and I met. It was at the Impact Zone in Orlando. So no, it was fucking intense, and he just a hell of a beatdown, went all around the ring, into the ring, and then Scott D'Amore comes out. Security breaks it up, and Eric basically says he wants his rematch now. Scott's really pissed off. I love guys. I pop when Scott's like, "What's wrong with you?" Like, just fucking had it, right? Just fucking had it with this shit. Like, I got enough shit to run backstage, and he's just like, there's this shot, Jay, where Scott's in the ring and Eric's at the ramp. He's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm just like, fuck. How many people do I want to say that to on a daily basis?
Yeah, and then there's Eric.
Oh, don't you dare!
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much how it went. It was awesome, but so they do the match. They go out and he gives him the rematch. He's like, "Fine, you want the match? You got now." I'm okay. So everybody's really torn on this. I saw a lot of response going on in the chat and online. And let's start with Alicia. How do you guys feel about the immediate rematch? This happens a lot in wrestling, right? The immediate rematch. How do we feel about that? Go ahead.
In this situation, I feel like it's appropriate.
Does Eric Young make it more believable to have? Like, it's like he just couldn't fucking go to sleep knowing this happened, right? Kind of.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It all depends on,
I feel it all depends on who the characters in the show are, you know. And in this particular case, I'm going to stand by and say that this is appropriate.
Yes. All right. Perfect. And everybody in the chat sound off on this too. I'm really curious what you guys think. Go ahead, Bill. I'm curious about you. What you?
Well, you're right. You just said it. I don't think he could sleep.
I will sleep like a baby.
You're on today. You're on today. You're going to be okay.
Not anymore. But I agree. I think a lot of times I wouldn't agree with this. The immediate rematch, because you kind of know what's going to happen with an immediate rematch a lot of the time. They're usually not successful like wrestling weddings. But this time I would say you're right. For Eric Young's world-class maniac, it makes sense because he's got to just go on all. He's always going 100%, all gears. He's all focus, so it makes sense. He's not going to wait. Yeah, and with the different specials and the behind the scenes stuff that we've been seeing before Bound for Glory, that was his focus. World title's his focus. So he's not going to easily go to the back of the line. Okay. So I agree. I think this for him, it makes sense.
Okay. Jay, you on the same boat with that?
Yeah, my only thing is I would have liked to see a slightly longer match because this one didn't last too long. This one was pretty quick, 5 minutes, something. That's my only thing on it.
The man had no shoes, Jaybone.
He had no shoes on, man.
I mean, he went in there, Kerry Eric style, probably not 100%. I mean, I think we could assume that, considering that match. But man, yeah, he pulled it off. He held on to it.
Yeah, and again, and just to echo what you guys said, I think it does. It really is Eric Young. Like there's no way, like you said, he can't go to bed knowing that this shit happened. Fuck it, I want my rematch. To me, it's a little more believable. It's like, why would I wait a month? You know, like very produced kind of up north shit, right? It's like, yeah, all right, I'm fucking pissed off now, but I'll wait a month to get back. And she's like, nah, man, I'm fucking angry. Like, screw you. You beat me for my shit. I'm fired up. I'm already warmed up when I get you now. So I think I like it too. And people in the chat are really sounding off on it. I think a lot of people do like that. They're okay with it as well. So I'm totally okay. But yeah, Rich in his dress clothes, guys. Jay, how about that? When was the last time you wore dress pants, Jaybone?
Okay. When was the last time I wore pants, period? I mean,
oh boy.
Do not stand up. Please
TMI.
Don't stand up. Definitely don't stand up. We don't need the visual right now.
Was that too much? I'm sorry.
Cut his mic. But no, okay, so the no shoes thing. Match was great. I mean, for what it was definitely a chaotic deal, right? And I do like that it's not like it was a dominant victory. Like, Rich squeezed it out because it's like you keep Eric strong. Eric stays strong, in my opinion. He stays strong. His anger got the best of him. This is excitement. He wore himself out, and it got the best of him. So Rich does win with the Phoenix Splash, which I thought was a cool ending.
Those pants.
Those are nice pants. I mean, he's a well-dressed guy, man, but his shirt got fucked in that whole brawl. His shirt totally got fucked. Next scene, we go to Nevaeh waiting for Havoc to come out of the dressing room. This was awesome, Alicia. And I know, okay, if I know you, I don't as well as I think I do. I popped at Jess's face during this, and I'm sure you did too. The way she just walked out, she's like, it's done.
Yeah. The wedding's on.
The wedding's on. Like, her face just fucking said it all. And
Nevaeh triggers a series of events by saying, I've got a bad feeling about all this.
I did catch you said that, but that's true. That's kind of the there's a thing in theater that like a foreshadow, I guess.
Foreshadowing.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah.
Common theme with this episode.
A lot of it.
Everybody said they did not feel good about this. So I'm saying a lot of suspects. That's what it's saying.
That was
better
true.
than Clue.
It really is like they started from that moment, right? It's like Nevaeh, I'm gonna say, maybe she really didn't have too much. Like, she had no real vestige, but Havoc for sure. She's already upset. So you started off right. The series, the triggering has started. The domino has started, Jaybone, on this one. But
there was a lot of people in disguise at that wedding, so it's not going to be easy.
That's very true. Costumes.
Unusual suspects.
Yes, the unusual. Man, how did that not get tweeted by Impact tonight? The unusual. Critical things like I'm already had. Like, I want to go to next week. Like, wait, this is a cliffhanger. God damn you, a cliffhanger.
Yeah, you got to wait till the end of the
season. But all right, so that's that. Before we start the foreshadowing. Backstage, we got all the knockouts. This is pretty cool. So now, okay, we got the announcement at Bound for Glory that the Knockouts tag team titles are coming back. Number one, what was the response during the review show for that one? What did you guys talk about with that? Like, that's been buzzing for fucking months at this point.
Let's see if I could quote Lakers, a good fan of in the chat right now. Obviously, I believe Lakers would have said something like, "It's about fucking time,"
We need beeps. We need like a beep in here, like a beep, 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 beep. Like just more. No, huge response for that one. I saw a lot of people excited about it. So now all those pairings we had, Alicia, are starting to make a lot more sense, right? This little segment here was pretty cool because it's a matter of who's going to pair off with who. We get. Go ahead. You guys say something, Jay?
Oh, I'm reading the chat.
Oh, go ahead. Display those comments. Put them up as you're reading them.
It's not Ty. Shut your mouth, Kill Steel.
Definitely not Ty. Mark is taking that very sensitively, man. He is taking that very personally. But no, we had like Caleb with the K was there. Tennille, Alicia Edwards, Jordynne, Kiera, Tasha. I'm slipping my mind. Were Havoc and Nevaeh standing out there too? They were, right?
Yes.
Okay. So they were all out there. So basically, like the natural groups paired off immediately. It's like they're like, cool, we're good, and they walked away. Havoc and Nevaeh. I like how the so and then Kiera and Tasha were like, yeah, we're good, and they're fucking loud as shit. Just they stumble out, which I fucking love those two. Holy shit! Every week I love those two even more because they are so damn good. And then so we're left with Alicia Edwards, Jordynne Grace, and Tennille. And I love this little thing. Jordynne and Tennille are like, nah, I don't think so. And then she's out. And then Alicia Edwards and Jordynne pair up. And then Alicia's like, Jordynne want to be like Alicia or something, and just walks away. But before that, did I miss something? There was a little shit talking, but then was there a little confrontation between Kiera and Tasha? They come back into the frame. I'm trying to remember.
They came back into the frame and started talking shit to Alicia.
That's right, because like then nobody wants to be your partner, right? And they're like, okay, nobody wants to be with you and everything. So match set up for later on tonight with those four. How does everybody feel about the tag belts? I want to hear what people in the chat think about this. But go ahead, Jay. You want to read this comment out?
Oh yeah, Larry Bongo 999
Bongo
says, I think they might need a few more women wrestlers if they're gonna do a tag title justice, like the men's titles, with the men's titles. And I was saying this to Bill during the watch along. I was starting to, when we went to break, we started going through the teams that we have. Now they said, now I want to confirm this with someone in the chat or with you guys too. They said 8 teams, right?
I don't know.
I believe it was 8.
18 tournament?
Yeah. I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure they said 8 teams.
Okay.
Nice.
So
go ahead, Jay.
So I just want to quick go through these teams.
8 teams. I'm looking at it right here. It's confirmed. 8-team tournament. Here we go.
Okay, so it's 8 teams. Okay, so let's go through who we know is going to be in that. Okay, so we got Havoc, and we got Nevaeh. That's one.
Which I hope they start using the team name, Alicia. The Killer Death Machines. I really hope they get to use the name.
Oh.
I hope they do, but if they don't, I totally get it.
Yeah, it's true. It's a little.
Sammy be like, "Why are you taking my gimmick?
Who do you think you are?" Taking my gimmick. By the way, Sammy's got into some interesting shit in this episode too, which I can't wait to get a hold of that segment. Go ahead.
We'll cover it. All right, so we've got we got Steelz and Hogan.
All right, so that's another one. And though again, on fire, those two. Probably my favorite right off the bat. Probably my favorite off the bat. Go ahead.
Probably. I mean, they're going to be suspects in a murder, but can we say Taya and Rosemary?
We can assume it. I mean, they're
for now.
For now,
Team Ragnarok. They have a name.
They do have a name, Bill. Yes, Team Ragnarok.
But have they said? Wait, have they said that on TV?
They said on social media.
Yes.
Oh.
Did they say it? I don't know if they said it on Impact.
I think Josh.
Maybe I might imagine it.
No, I think Josh and Madison said it on on TV.
I think they did acknowledge it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a week or two ago.
All right, so that's I'd say that's your big 3 right there. Let's now.
Kimber and Deanna.
Kimber and Deanna.
Yes.
Kimber and Deanna. Yes, Elijah Washington even said that too just now. So, right. Time.
Kylie and Sue.
Kylie and Sue. We could put that. The whole. We're not sure where Kylie is because Sue ended up taking her spot at the pay-per-view. So we don't know where Kylie. But let's put it down. Go ahead and
maybe
put that
Sue
down.
and Susie.
Maybe Susie. Okay, so put that down. Put Susie in parentheses. Put that in parentheses, Jaybone. Johnny Swinger saying, "What about me and Alicia Jaybone, Alicia Edwards, and Swinger?" Look at that.
It's Swinger, I think, is going to be dancing with himself in that Don Johnson gimmick.
And now, how many do you have there? Now, this leaves a little room for some new ones to come in too, though. We can't.
Susie's a big question mark. I mean, she's Knockouts champ.
More belts equals more demonic possessions.
Oh,
I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, Sue Young is champ.
Susie is not.
He doesn't have anything.
That's right, Bill.
She has a broken arm. At least she had a broken arm.
She did.
Yeah.
So what do you got there, Bill? Sorry, Jay. 6?
No, that's 4 teams. That's half of them.
Perfect.
Now, we need 4 more. Technically, we need 4 more. So, I mean, okay, so there we go. So, Jordynne and Alicia did, when we'll get to that, they didn't look too good tonight, but do you think they're going to stick together?
She'll take pity on her. She'll say, "You know, I could teach you the ropes, kid. You're new at this new style you're in. Wrestle House did a number on you."
Maybe someone she gave a look at earlier might now look like a good partner.
Because I'll tell you who might look more believable.
What do you got
at this point? Caleb with a K and Tennille. And it'd be kind of an offshoot of what we saw several years ago, the last Knockouts champs, Eric Young and ODB. So, I mean...
yeah.
I mean, you've done it before.
True. Now, here's a couple of suggestions. Code Breakers putting out Lufisto and Jordan Grace, Summer Rae and Tennille Dashwood. Those are some good teams. But this leaves room, guys, for some new faces.
That's what I'm saying. We got to get some new faces in my opinion.
All right. So we got about roughly half announced.
And it starts in 3 weeks. So we got plenty of time.
Yes.
Or some more returns.
Did they confirm? Ooh. Yes. That would be cool. That'd be cool, Bill. Did they confirm if it'll be crowned at Hard to Kill? The new Hard to Kill day? Okay.
Championships will be presented January 16th. Hard to Kill.
Yeah. Hard to Kill. So we got the pay-per-view 2 years in a row now. 2 years. Yeah. 2 years. So we were curious if they're going to keep Hard to Kill, but I think we were talking about that.
I think it's great. But I also, even though I didn't play it, everyone thought I was going to play. Shots fired. I held back. But Hard to Kill in the COVID era, it was just because the company was hard to kill. Now it's literally hard to kill. Come on, it's great.
Shit, man. Yeah, the COVID era Hard to Kill. That just adds even more fucking badassery to the whole thing.
I'm sure there was some debate on keeping that name with the times we were in, but I applaud keeping it.
Yeah, why not? It's cool. It looks cool on a t-shirt too, right, Billy? How many you got? 3?
Well, you gotta. I think Brandon made one with a shirt. You gotta make the face mask Hard to Kill. You gotta make Impact face mask. Period.
That'd be cool.
Brandon Tolwa had one, right? Who?
Yeah, well, I think I don't know if his wife or somebody else's made it.
His wife was making those, yeah.
Yeah, but they hotcakes. Necessities, these things are.
Ingrid, if you're still in the chat, you can confirm. I think Toll's wife made those, correct? Because she had a Bound for Glory dress last year too. Brandon Toll's wife, like a whole Bound for Glory. It was the whole logo, Alicia. It was a full on evening gown. It was amazing. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
I'm just shocked they didn't make them yet. Like it's blowing my mind that they didn't make them yet.
Ingrid said yes.
Yes, thank you, Ingrid. Yeah, I would think they would have made the mask for ShopImpact.com by now.
Johnny Swinger says we got to get in that tournament, Trent.
Trent and Bill for the Knockouts tag team tournaments? What the hell is that supposed to mean? We wouldn't stand a chance. You see how tough some of these ladies are? We wouldn't. Bill, we have no shot. Zero chance with this.
Finger poke of doom will do me in.
He's done. He's out of there. And he'll definitely take a piece of that mat with him as a souvenir, put it in the pocket and say, hey, I made it.
They had some hot deals going last night. Oh, my goodness.
On the auction?
Bill and I were watching the Facebook auction last night.
Did you get anything, Bill?
I did not, because I only got on there for like the last half hour. The other ones were while we were on the air. So this one, I just caught the last couple minutes. And I was holding out because I got on there when Ace was on briefly. He had already been on for a bit, and then Sammy came on, and then Ace came on, and Rosemary came on. So I was thinking there was a tease for something they would do if they with the last turnbuckle. So I was holding out for that, but we'll see. if I was on there any longer, I'm sure I wouldn't have been able to hold myself. I had it ready. I was ready to send a payment on some of those things where it was like the first person to send it in, but it didn't quite get there.
I'm sure there'll be more stuff, Phil. I mean, Bound for Glory weekend, usually there's always stuff coming out of it, right? They find stuff, the vault, there's things that they come up with to sell.
Yeah, but this was great. These pop-up shops, especially now, keep doing them. Like, I know it makes a lot of sense when you have events, but hey, I know the Talking Shop boys, they do them all the time. Keep doing them. Do them at whatever events they're holding.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
When they're selling whiskey.
I would say
sell merch online, man.
Tell Dr. Ross, man. I mean, he's kind of the head of the a lot of that kind of fan interaction stuff. So he's the guy to let him know if you guys like those pop-up shops. And you guys in the chat, if you like the stuff being sold at the auctions and Shop Impact and the collectibles, like let Ross know. He's there's a lot of stuff out there. If you just gotta bug him and let him know that you want it. There's. I was talking to Bill, the old merch guy, Tony. Remember him?
Oh yeah, I still go back and forth with Tony from time to time.
Alicia, you might remember Tony. He was the truck driver who got sodomized in the final delete, or not the final deletion. The which one was that one? The Apocalypse, not the Apocalypse though.
The Great War.
The Great War.
Jeez.
He was the guy. He was the one who got sodomized.
I do not remember this part.
It was kind of an implied sodomization.
Oh yeah, you guys were talking about it last week or something.
I believe it was Mickey. Was his
name Mickey, the truck driver who was left laying with his pants around his ankle.
Yowzers.
Anyway, he used to do a lot of those. Like Bill, I think when you were buying a lot of these collectibles, he was setting up a lot. Now it's Merch Gal Ingrid, so definitely bug Ingrid. Everybody follow Ingrid on Twitter and bother. Please, Ingrid, give out your Twitter handle, please. Or Bill follow you. But he used to do a lot of collectibles, Bill. Like
that was his thing. Because he had kind of, I guess, the errors of this was like Don West, then like Tony with Don West,
Jimmy J,
and then Jimmy J. High five, Jimmy J.
High five, Jimmy J. Yeah.
But then there were some other ones that were involved. But it's it's always good because that's a great way to get out there, and I know there were a lot of people interested. So
yes. Adam Impact caught this reference, the old school Rhino shirt. He's the only guy who saw that so far. Look at this is the 2005 Bound for Glory 05 era Rhino shirt. Good eye, Adam. Good eye. This is from the first Bound for Glory era, guys. And it says War Machine on the back. The good thing is it still fits. That's a nice sign. I haven't shifted any size in 15 years. But it's good. It's like I haven't gotten any bigger. That's a great thing. It's pretty good. But all right. So next one's the Halloween hardcore Halloween match. Brian Myers, Tommy Dreamer, a little bit of a rematch, kind of furthering their feud that continues to go. But it was a little all over the place. It was a hardcore match. It was definitely a Tommy Dreamer hardcore match. He was in animal face paint. He had the Road Warrior spikes on, which was a nice little tribute to Animal, which is something Tommy does, right? He wears the polka dots, and he wears a stripe sometimes. He wears polka dots for Dusty, or the stripes for Terry Funk, the bandana for Terry Funk. So he's always putting subtle tributes in his wardrobe, right?
Yeah, and this really was not a typical hardcore Tommy Dreamer match, Trent.
No,
because not every hardcore Tommy Dreamer match comes with an imp, a villain, a swoggle, if you will.
No, Jay, he's from your neck of the woods. He's up in he's from your part of town almost.
He's from Wisconsin.
He was he worked the indies around Wisconsin a lot back in the old days, right? Did you ever see him on some shows?
I did not, but I have a very unique story to go along with it. I'll tell it real quick because I know this is a review.
I'm out.
So
took my spot.
So this is years ago. I was working for another job, and we did a road trip up to Green Bay for business, and I went to go see SmackDown at the Rest Center up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Sorry. I love that asshole.
That is enough. That is enough out of you.
It's everybody's favorite asshole. I mean, come on. So, me and this guy, we met up there. We're just walking around. We're looking at merch in the lobby. It's like way earlier in the day. We're just kind of like seeing if we can catch a glimpse of anyone walking around the arena, and all of a sudden, Dylan, aka Hornswoggle, walks right up to us, and he's like, "Hi guys, how you doing? I'm Dylan," and it's like, "Oh, well, nice to meet you." And it's like, so what's up? And he's like, "Oh, I'm trying out for who is that guy?
What's that?
He was at WCW, and he was also in the WWE later. The guy he worked with in the WWE, Fit Finlay. He's like, I'm trying out for Fit Finlay tonight, and this. Okay, now mind you, to put a time with this is like literally a couple weeks after all the juniors got canned.
Okay.
So I was like, in the back of my head, I'm like, I didn't get it. I was like, oh, okay. And I wasn't going to be a dick and be like, I thought all the juniors just got fired. I wasn't going to be that guy, So I shook his hand. I was like, hey, nice to meet you. Good luck. Didn't put two and two together. A few weeks later, there he is, showing up on TV, shocking the world, coming out and surprising. He came out from underneath the ring. I believe he was all, crazy, rabid, mad, frothing at the mouth, makeup on, buzzed hair, everything. So he used to have long hair back then too.
He's got it now. Yeah.
He's got it now. Yeah, he's got it now again.
That's funny, man.
So I met him on the day that he tried out.
That's awesome.
WWE. So yeah,
that's a super cool throwback, man. Awesome.
So yeah,
and he did not pop out of a trash can.
Well, he did on this one. Which, okay, if anybody, here's the thing. Okay, Jaybone, you might remember where I'm going with this. Bill, you might catch this reference. This is because we do the throwback show. We have on the old TNA, the first throwback show, was the puppet, right? By Jaybone was the midget jerking off in a trash can? That's what it was. Dusty Rhodes, like, we got a midget jerking off in a trash can. So I'm like, he fucking came out of a trash can. I'm like, this has to be a throwback. Somebody in the back, whatever the back is, was like, hey, we got to have him come out of the trash can. It's a TNA callback. We got to have people say they've done it twice now where a midget came out of a trash can. It has to be a throwback, Bill. Am I crazy? Just please tell me that I'm right.
I think it could be. It could be. We're watching it, and the first thing I said to Jaybone when Myers struggled with it, I'm like, Swoggle's in that trash can. But there's a throwback there for sure. Could be intentional, could not be. But whatever. It was a great spot. I know Mark and a couple others said they popped for it. So it definitely was a good use.
B-Dog said just don't forget Puppet had a gun as well. Remember that, Jim? We reviewed that episode. He had a fucking gun. This is how crazy old TNA was. Dude had a gun.
Well, I mean,
it was 2002, Alicia. This is a long time ago.
I mean, considering the ending of tonight,
That's true. Another callback. Guns have appeared in TNA before, Bill. Guns. And they appeared again. Somebody shot John E. Brown.
Well, did we see a gun? We didn't see it.
We didn't see the gun. That's true.
I'm
we didn't
not sure
see the
if
gun.
I even heard a gun.
I think it was a lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt leads me to believe it's something. We're gonna get to that. Wait, hold on. Hold all the thoughts. Hold all the guesses, and we're going to wait. Look at Mark here. Look at this. Can we skip ahead to the part and go on about how fabulous Tile looked tonight? Keep it down, Uncle Mark. Keip it down.
Hopefully, she posts the pictures, maybe holding a nice revolver.
We will get to that.
Kitties.
Take it easy.
Hey, who is the photographer? That takes all those great looking pictures on
Caleb with a K.
Caleb with a K?
No, I'm talking about friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Oh yes, Basil.
Basil.
He's got some. I'm sure he's got some great photos. Yeah,
maybe. Just
wait
maybe.
a minute.
He might have.
Maybe he caught someone.
That's true, Basil. Where were you during all this? He was, he's there taking photos. Eric, thank you very much for all the bits. Thank you very much, guys. Don't forget, guys, if you're watching on Twitch, please share bits, subscribe, follow, do all the stuff involved. YouTube, definitely give us a subscription if you guys are watching on whatever platform you're on.
And thank you for all the bits that was in the watch along. Appreciate it.
Yes. Also, thank you for all the subs and bits during the Bound for Glory review on Saturday.
Yes.
I looked at those numbers and I realized, guys, you guys don't really fucking need me. I'm dragging numbers down because the three of you do a show and it's the most watched thing like we've ever done in our history.
I never hit those kind of numbers, but I've been doing this for 7 years, guys, 7 years, and I never hit those kind of numbers before. So hey, it's
really thank you to everyone who joined us.
Yes. Yeah, Alicia, I think you guys are the draw, man. I'm out, and for that reason, I'm out. Because
you're fired.
I'm fucking fired, man. I'm out. There's got to be a soundbite for this. Bill, find something appropriate for firing me. There's got to be something to fire me with. While you're doing that, I just got to say, Dreamer, Death Valley Driver Myers into thumbtacks and candy corn, very Halloweenish, which is perfect.
I loved it.
Anybody actually like candy corn? I like candy corn.
I do.
Okay, thankfully somebody else likes it. Jaybone, you?
Yeah, and those little freaking chewy pumpkins.
Yeah, Bill.
Yeah,
everybody hates candy corn. How about you guys in the chat?
It's average.
It's average.
It's pure sugar.
I'm not a huge
I can
candy
see.
fan. I'm not a huge candy fan, so that's probably not a fair.
Oh,
Fair.
it's in circus peanuts. Give me a freaking bag.
Ooh, I love those. Some old school goodies right there.
Don't fire Eric gimmick. Well, after that happens to you, Trent,
it ain't no secret. I need a job.
I was saying that to Basil this weekend. I was just like, I need a job, man. Like I was like looking at my work email, and I'm just like, God damn, there's a lot of work email that's coming in over the weekend. I got shit I got to deal with this weekend. I'm like, man, I need a job. I need a new job. Like I was just fucking over it. But all right, no, this was cool, man. This was very hardcore, very Tommy Dreamers. There's a lot of little dreamerisms tossed into it. But Swoggle comes out, tongs gets the barbecue tongs, and Myers is nuts. We got a Death Valley Driver through a table.
He calls him Dylan. That's the funny part right there.
Yeah,
he's like, Dylan. He's like, what are you doing here, Dylan?
Yeah. So don't somebody tell me this. Did they have history going back up north? Did they have a storyline? What's the deal with that? Anybody know?
They have a podcast together.
Not Swoggle and him. Myers.
He's involved with there, but he's involved in it though.
Is he on it? Because I know Myers. Go ahead, Alicia.
House of Hardcore.
House of Hardcore. That's
definitely there too.
Yes.
But I know they actually when they made their pins and their figures and stuff. He's one of them. So he's in tight with those guys. Because
I know Myers and Ryder do one. They're like best friends. They do a podcast, right, about toys and stuff. So I don't know if old Dylan was a part of that too. So
well, Dylan brought Myers in like the first week he was let go.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right. So they got a little history. They go back. Plus, they were all both up north together too, right? So. All right, the next segment is one of my favorites in the show. It's an interview with Gia Miller talking to Rhino and Heath, and he asked Rhino if any idea how she asked. She's like, you know how you got to use your call your shot gauntlet win, and he's like, me and Heath are gonna go after the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Championships, and I love Rhino's like super sitcom-y delivery because he's like, all right. Here we go. Like, he's fucking hilarious. But he's like, once Heath's recovered. So Heath is injured, right? He's saying once Heath's recovered, and Heath's like, I'm okay.
He's fine.
I'm good.
He's kind of wincing there, but
I love the sort of like wincing and stuff. He's like next week. He's like, Gia, next week I'm gonna sign my contract. Everything will be fine. Everything's good to go. And he's like, all right. He's like, cool, yeah. So she's like, all right, guys, well, thanks. And they're like, yeah, everything's good. They're like, actually, you can go. You got, I think Eric Young wants to talk. And go ahead. We're good here. Go ahead. So just because like Heath is like struggling to fucking stand.
Like cameraman.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, you guys can go. We're done with you guys. So I'm curious where this leads now.
Now, this was gold from the man on your shirt.
I love Rhino, dude. I am a Rhino.
Machine, Rhino.
Huge mark. From like day one, like his like first time on TV, I've been into this guy. First wrestling autograph I ever got was Rhino.
Really?
Confirmed.
Oh yeah.
He's completely
fine.
Alicia, it was
Heath isn't injured. He says so.
It was on a ad for the first ECW video game on like PlayStation or Dreamcast, whatever it was.
Damn.
And he was doing a signing at Funkoland, which was GameStop before, or which was now GameStop. It was called Funkoland, if anybody remembers that, or I'm just fucking old, but it used to be called Funkoland at one time. And that's where he was doing a signing. And it was fucking Rhino, man. I've been down with Rhino.
Hey.
What's up?
Critical Sting. He ain't injured. He just nonchalantly favoring his lower regions.
Come on, man.
You expect me to believe that?
Well, speaking of come on, man, Critical Sting in our watch along, our reaction along tonight, there was that. Well, we'll talk about when we get to the reference.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Tease. Make sure you get the tease from Scott D'Amore later.
Fair enough. We'll get to that. But yeah,
I just want to share this with you guys, just in case anybody's really wondering the status of Heath in Impact Wrestling. There you go, guys. He is on the page. He is on the stars list.
Yes,
yeah.
Look at that.
He's got a job.
He's got, for old time's sake, even though he's got the job, can we just play?
It ain't no secret. I need a job.
That's great. Just had to play it. That's great, man. Hopefully it stays that way. Poor guy. All right, backstage, Hernandez and Reno Scum jump Fallah to get the money back. And fucking okay, I love Fallah, man. Like I cannot stop laughing at his like facial expressions. Like he is sitcom gold to me. I'm a sitcom guy, right? Like he is fucking. And you wait, when you were seeing him on the Indies in Jersey, though, like he used to be a heel, right? He was like heel for a long time. Am I right?
I don't remember that.
Okay, I kept thinking he was a heel for a long time, which is crazy to think. But he wasn't always like goofy, right? He wasn't like playful goofy.
Right.
Just a fun dude, man. But Bill, you're a sitcom guy too. I know you can relate. The facial expressions by Fallah.
Yes. No, they're great. They're great. And even, we'll talk about it later, but even under a mask, you can tell he's still giving those expressions.
Oh my God, dude. It's
Physical
so
comedy is fantastic with Bahh.
The way he clutches to the money and the way his face reacts. I just love like Hernandez like get him.
Slapstick.
Oh yeah. They tear his shirt off. There's no money there. And he's like, I told you I don't have it. I don't have it. I'm fine.
They didn't do a thorough investigation.
They did not, because he goes and reaches down deep into the tights, Jaybone. Just gets right in there and just pulls out the wad. And was very happy.
I have seen that
penis. He released a photo after this. He put the animated GIF up, and he said next he goes exclusive content for my only Bahh. Instead of OnlyFans, it's only Bahh. Like page coming up. He put he made the OnlyFans logo and it said only Bahh. You guys gotta see it.
Amazing.
It was funny as shit. Oh yeah, he did sniff it too.
Do you smell what the Bahh's cooking?
Oh my God.
He gave himself a stink face.
It was so good. No, he's hilarious, man. I talk about finding the niche, right? Like when they just found what he's great at, like he just delivers every time.
Oh, absolutely.
But this thing's getting out of hand, guys, with the money. This is turning into a wreck because you got Reno. The money is just it's just constantly in question here. This is turning into a fucking disaster for poor Fallah. But he blamed Bravo, right? He was blaming Bravo.
He threw Bravo under the bus. He sent Reno Scum and Hernandez after him for what? We last knew from Truck 78, but grew.
We came here for a lot of money.
That's very true. No, it was phenomenal, man. But I'm curious where this goes. This is great. Okay, the next one, XXXL, Acey and Larry taking on the Rascalz. I'm gonna say this off top of the conversation. Jam, I'm gonna go to you first on this one. This to me was XXXL's best match to date. I think they fucking killed it in this match. I am super into Triple XL right now. And
yeah, there was something about tonight. They really shined. They really did. It was the charisma, the chemistry in the ring. I mean, I love the Rascalz. We all love the Rascalz, but damn, Triple XL had a little extra sauce on those moves tonight.
Awesome stuff. Bill, you've been seeing these guys for a bit. Give me your thoughts on this. And guys in the chat too. I'm curious what people think because I'm blown away by Triple XL today.
Yeah, I think as soon as we saw them put together matching gear, and then some of those early, like even like from like their first promo together, it was like, man, that's like a throwback to late 80s, early 90s tag team. And I think which was good, but now they're evolving. They're evolving into more of a serious team. And obviously both these guys really putting in the work with weight loss and just getting more fit. Like, congrats to both of them. And you can really tell this is the show where you could really see it in these guys. They look like a new team. Like I know Suicide posted a picture wearing the Triple XL. So it could have been true this whole time. Who is Suicide? Oh, maybe one of these guys was Suicide.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's laughing at this whole, he's not Suicide. Well, guess what? Suicide in the Triple XL jacket.
Suicide, as Pope used to call him. Suicide. And Hernandez. Suicide and Hernandez. But no, at least this was the first taping back. So this is the first match back after the weight loss stuff that we've been seeing from both of them. And it showed Larry more than it's funny. A lot of focus on Acey, right? But Larry looked fantastic. I think he looked great.
They're both doing a tremendous job.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
What do you think of the match, though? Any thoughts?
Kudos.
Any thoughts on the match on this one, Alicia?
These two teams worked really well through this one, but I like that Triple XL took the win because they're really starting to showcase this heel side to them, and I'm really liking it.
Yes, yeah, that too. There's like this heel edge to them now all of a sudden, right? Like they're not just like we're jolly fat guys. Now it's like
they're becoming serious,
super serious, big like mean dudes, and that's gonna be. I'm in for it. Wherever this is going, I'm totally sold on Triple XL right now.
Yeah, if you were sold during the match, you'll be sold in the segment they have later.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
That I can't. Yep, that's a good follow up to this one for sure. We'll talk about it in just a second. But you're right. You guys are right. Backstage, Scott D'Amore's in the conference room with Deonna Purrazzo's barrister, right? Her barrister. R.D. Evans. To which Scott said,
Counselor Evans was.
he's like, who calls it a barrister? Like, who even uses that term anymore? Which was just funny. But basically, he's saying the win by Sue should be invalidated because she wasn't the actual opponent. She should forfeit her title. And he has got till tonight to do it. And D'Amore's like, you know what? Why wait? Let's go do it now. Let's just take care of shit now. We got our own show. We got our own network. Let's just do it now. So he said, we'll do it after the break. So they go to the ring. So actually, so they're about to set that up. But this is where we get the Triple XL one, Jaybone. GM Miller's checking out with the machine gun, see how Alex Shelley's doing after the attack from the north. And he says he's going to be out for 2 months. But once he's healthy again, he and Sabin want a rematch, but Triple XL interrupts this one after their win. They say they've been working their tails off for a shot at the tag team belts, and then Motor City Machine Guns need to go to the back of the line. And out of nowhere, like they're like, and I think it was Sabin was like, get out of here. We don't have any snacks. Okay, get out of here. And then they kind of like squash Shelley and leave him hanging, or leave him out. But before that, Jay. The promo by both of them, especially Larry, to me, I gotta call out Larry D on this fucking home run. Give me your thoughts, Jaybone.
Dude, yeah, I mean, I was a little surprised at Sabin's behavior. He just basically came right out.
Fat!
He went with that basically.
Yeah, I was like, wow, Sabin. I was like, this is not going to go well for someone here, and obviously the guy who took the brunt of the can we call this a supersized sandwich? Can we call this a Triple XL Shelley sandwich?
Basically, yes.
Shelly's down.
Yes, they like squashed him.
Man down.
But dude, the promo was fantastic, Bill. Like Larry D, I think.
Larry D going with like, wood muscle, forget your neck.
Yeah,
your jaw muscle. He goes after. So it was intimidating from Larry. And I'll tell you what, it wasn't just Chris Sabin going after the weight. Our very own GOAT, Josh Matthews. When Larry D went to the top rope, it's like, what's that? Like a Twinkie on the top rope he's going for?
What?
It might not have been Twinkie. It was some type of other confectionery, but I think it was a Twinkie. He's like, what's he doing up there? Is there a Twinkie? I was like, oh, come on, Josh. Give the guy a break.
Interesting.
But there was
hilarious.
There was a lot. There was a lot of the foreshadowing with the wedding and a lot of they were really playing up the weight of the boys today, especially when they lost all these weights. We don't have any snacks. Yeah, that was they were going after them.
Interesting.
Yes.
I didn't catch that. You
just said snack. All right, then they're focused on snacks. I thought it was a specific snack, but they were all over them in this episode.
Yeah, interesting. That you think it's going to lead to something? Maybe it's just furthering the heel turn. Maybe just pushing them.
I think it is. I think it's kind of driving them. Like that's going to be one of the things that they react to. Is they're going to that's how they're going to poke at them. Because it's interesting, like the kind of like the faces, the guns poking the bears like that to bring it out of them. But in that segment with Deanna right before going into this, that's where Scott D'Amore made a comment that God, we talked about earlier with Funko Land, is that aging. And this is what we wanted to. He said with her sunglasses, okay, Jackie O.
That's true.
And then one of our own, and we know he's a youngin', Critical Stings, like, Jackie O, ? So we had to go over. It's like, how are we? Do people not know who Jackie O is these days? And it sounds like that might be the case with the youngins. They don't know Jacqueline Kennedy.
Onassis.
Yes. Yeah. Bill, bonus points for the other name. The other it's a boudoir, right? Boudoir's the boudoir Onassis. Yeah.
Boudoir.
Shit. No, but Alicia, you've been a Larry D and Acey fan for a bit. Like we never really heard them cut many promos, but this was pretty fucking cool though. This was cool to see.
Starting to step up their game.
I think it's awesome, man. I feel like these guys lost the weight. They got super motivated. They're like, we're gonna come back to these tapings and just show everybody like straight up, like we're serious about this.
They're hungry.
They're hungry, man, but in a different way.
I know.
Yeah, Jay, you taking shots now? You taking shots? I was gonna play. I think we have to. I didn't want to.
It wasn't me.
I didn't want to play it, Jaybone, but you're forcing my hand to play the soundbite. I guess I have to. I can't find it. I'm trying to stall here. I can't find it.
There's so many options.
Oh, there it is. Shots fired, Jaybone. Shots fired on these two. Unbelievable. It's terrible by you, but anyway. All right, so we go. Let's see where we at with this. So we are in the ring. D'Amore is addressing Deanna's situation. Everybody comes in. Lawyer comes in. Deanna, Kimber, and he says that it stands. Sue is the champion. He doesn't care. He's not interested in negotiating this. She's going to keep the title, and that's it. That's just the bottom line. But the barrister comes in, does all the talking, and says he finds the statement to be unfavorable. Is this RD's first time on Impact Television?
As this character.
What did he play before?
He was on IPWF.
He was? Okay. I don't recall that. What did he play? I watched that after the fact.
Critical State can give us the name again. I forget, the Star Maker or something.
Okay.
But he came out with Congo Kong for the Body Slam Challenge.
That's right. I didn't see that one live. I know Jay and Nurse Nicole.
That was way back in the early 80s.
Yes, way a long time. Jay, somehow you knew Nurse Nicole back in the 80s because there were podcasts in 1983 because you guys somehow reviewed this while I was overseas when that happened. But
Star Maker Sebastian Baker.
Star Maker Sebastian Baker. I remember R.D. Evans wrestling in Chikara as Margie Archie. Remember this? Bill, did you ever go to Chikara shows out in Philly?
Oh, yeah.
Alicia, did you go to Chikara at all? East Coast?
No.
He was Margie Archie. Then he did mixed martial archie. Do you remember this? and he did have a feud with Davey Richards. And there's a great training video. I think AAW hosted the match. There's a very Rocky-like training video of mixed martial Archie training for his big match against Davey Richards, and it's fucking phenomenal. I highly recommend people watch this. This is a whole other world. You know, people like Artie Evans were wrestlers. Like Jimmy Jacobs used to be a wrestler. Does anybody know that? A lot of people don't think he's just Jimmy Jacobs. You know, like interview guy. He was a fucking. He was standing underneath a bleeding Mark Briscoe years ago, dousing his white suit in blood.
Well, later on, me and Jay thought he might be getting back into action. We'll talk about it a little later.
Okay, all right, let's bring that. We'll talk about it for sure. But they said that it is what it is. It's going to stand. And DeMore tells Evans to back up before he breaks his teeth. And he says, instead of going to court where you can, you're going to pay this guy, Deanna, you're going to pay him to take your money. We're tied up in litigation for years, and you're going to be paying him more money. We'll keep tying it up. He said a great line here. Anybody caught this? Impact Wrestling loves a good lawsuit.
Oh, yeah. There was a lot of jabs in this segment.
What else did you catch?
Not specific lines. It's just the whole thing. Like, we could spend 1, 2, 3, 4 years in court. Like, he's obviously talking. Well, I think he went up to 5 years, which is, I think, how long a certain lawsuit is going on. Or then he talked about you can't get you can't get a court date. It will have to be punted. Like a certain other lawsuit going on right now that got punted.
It's so shots fired at Double J. It's not even funny.
That's the thing. We were talking about how this whole episode was shots fired before a literal shot.
The shots were fired.
That's amazing. That's definitely a shots fired. That's hilarious that they did that, because I didn't catch the other subtle ones, but I caught the Impact Wrestling loves a good lawsuit. So it shows you that they're like, go to everybody, to the couple that are going on. They basically want to tell Jared and Joey Ryan to go fuck themselves about this whole thing.
Pretty much.
I love it. Go fuck themselves.
Those are the tough questions. Have they announced the minutes of silence of tomorrow yet in memory of Bravo? If Trump or Biden issued any statements?
What? What all Trump or Biden are thinking are...
Which one's Jay?
That's all they want. That's all they're trying to figure out. Actually, Trump or Biden might be wondering how did you do that? That's exactly what they're thinking. What is happening? Yeah, no, let's talk. No Trump or Biden. Bill, no more Trump or Biden talk. We alienated a really loyal listener back in the day with this, because
that was equal. That was fair. That was right down the middle.
I remember we had this really loyal listener at one time who was like super into the show. Like, I'm talking like every show, me and Kyle, he was on, he was fucking leaving 100 comments, sending emails, just loved the show. Right. And then Kyle one time did a Donald Trump impersonation. Just like, just like, it's very good. I'm going to do this. It's you. Dude. It's like a very basic impersonation. Like nothing crazy, nothing insulting. And this guy leaves a message on the YouTube, and he's like, I'm insulted by this. I cannot believe you would impersonate a sitting American president. Blah, 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 blah. Just, it was like a diatribe of shit, right? And he's like, I will be taking my business elsewhere. And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Dude,
Which business was he talking about?
Seriously, what you paying me for this? Like, unreal. And Kyle's like, I just did an impersonation. It's like when I do Sami Callihan impersonations, like it's like the same thing. Nothing different. But
don't offend those Sami Callihan fans out there.
Holy shit, man.
Shit, we're bringing them in.
But no, basically tells them the best. So they took the shots, and then they said you can have your rematch next week. To which triggered Su Yung to come out, who was fucking badass. Like, she looked awesome coming out.
Yeah, more badass than normal.
I think so, man. Like, I think she missed the character. Like, I feel like Susie was like taming it up, and she's just ready to be evil again, man. It would look cool as shit. I still, I do love. I'm not sure if you caught this, Alicia. You might have caught this too. Like, there was a little added element to the entrance, a little more smoke, a little more fog, more red light. But can you imagine? Like, was there anything else they could do? Is what my question is. What do you guys think in the chat too? Give me your opinion. Could they add anything else to the entrance to really fucking? Because they got the red lights and they got the fog, right? And she's doing her thing, fucking like twitching and shit. But what else could they do to that entrance? I want this entrance to be even bigger than it is because I love it. I think she's fantastic. Is there anything else they can do, Alicia? Like, would you?
I don't know. How can you top perfection?
It's good. It's really good. I'm just like, man, is there like anything in your Halloween brain that's like, man,
If she could spit out some blood or something? Some Gene Simmons shit.
She didn't do the mist spit on the ropes, which she sometimes does. And then obviously when she has the undead bridesmaids with her, like that adds to the theatrics of everything.
Yes. Now, Bill, you were at a couple shows where they did the bridesmaids, right?
Yes.
Like that was, I think, the best one I saw. Where was the what was the name of that match, Bill? The Red Wedding? Was it the Red Wedding? Well, they dimmed the whole.
They did the Demons Dance.
Yes, but they dimmed the whole building, all the lights on. They just had the red light on the ring. Was that Canada? Do you remember? You were there, I think.
Yeah, I was definitely there. It may have been Canada.
I think it was Canada, and just because you had that size, that arena, it just kind of like.
I think it was because it was the right setup. It was more like the studio style.
Yeah, it was cool. I would definitely like to do Demons Dance, Ty and Rosemary, Ty versus. Wait, Demons Dance was Ty versus Rosemary. So which one are we thinking about? This was. This I thought it was the Red Wedding. Somebody confirmed.
No, they never did the Red Wedding. That was always teased.
They never actually did it. Okay.
I'm sure it was a crazy match because there was some coffin matches. Maybe one of the coffin matches.
Shit. Referee Daniel Spencer wants to sue Deanna for the kick at Bound for Glory. Now, here's the thing. There's a lot of lawsuits going on, Daniel. I think one more is not going to hurt. The corner at the more, you can add another fucking lawsuit in the mix. Why the hell not? Go for it.
Surely.
Yes.
Maybe in Vegas.
The Great War. That's what we're thinking of for those things. Thank you. God, this fucking guy comes out with this trivia, Bill. Like he schools at us all the time. Thank you. Thank you, Sting. That's awesome. It was Vegas. Okay. But either way, I do like any effects you can throw at the Sue Young entrance. Keep doing it. And the more grander, like it'd be cool to have some like lightning effects in there too and shit would be awesome. You know, we'll see. I'm sure it's an evolving.
Yeah,
right?
some
Like
red lightning.
Yes,
Ooh,
wouldn't that be cool?
Strobe,
some fire.
Maybe some fire. You know, let's add more to it. I think she's a very deserving character of this.
Yeah, some Johnny Impact slow motion.
Yes.
Oh,
there you go. I like that. I like it. God.
Did her entrance theme get remixed a little? Because it seems like the intro is a little different. But maybe it's just because I haven't heard it in a while and it sounds different. I don't know.
A little bit. I thought it did too. It had like a little more.
It sounded like the voices, the background voices were higher or something.
Or a little more kick in the beginning or something. Like it would get a little more punch to it. Like, just I don't know.
I think if anything, they turned up the audio track.
Could be.
You know, like, and it's just kind of hit the TV louder, maybe, or it could be the Skyway studio, like, just picks it up more, maybe. I like this too. Jamie saying have her rise from the floor. That's kind of cool.
Someone just did that in another place and it looked like crap.
Oh.
To use the thing, maybe with no crowd, it just sounds cleaner because there's nobody yelling over it and stuff.
Yeah, that could be it. That could be. I'd have to listen to like a playback of like an old version of hers from like a couple years ago, and then play this episode back or something.
But you dogs think just put more cowbell, man.
More cowbell. Never go wrong with cowbell.
I can't go
I
wrong
think the key is we got to remember at Skyway they're doing a great job of miking the ring, everything around there. Got to do it whenever crowds come back because that's always an issue.
This is one great point, Bill. Whatever they're doing now needs to stay and then just continue to evolve. You're right, because that's been a big complaint. A common complaint we've all had is that you don't get the crowd noise. Because there's been times where I've hit you up, and I said, tell me that crowd was louder than I'm hearing. You're like, dude, it's 10 times louder than you're hearing on TV right now. So like, Bill's confirmed to me that like some of the Vegas was always the one that bothered me. Vegas would always sound quiet, especially not the last couple, but like before, would sound quiet. And I'd hit you up. I said, Bill, is that crowd dead or what's going on? You're like, no, it's actually a pretty loud crowd. You just can't hear them. So whatever they're doing at Skyway, like keep that up for sure because it
I don't know if it's mixing with the audio, with the commentary, but somehow it was getting lost or it was just getting toned down.
Yeah.
And here, perfect. Whatever they're doing, that's how they need to keep it.
Yeah.
Because you want to hear, because that's the thing we keep talking about how listening to everyone in the ring, like Kiera and Tasha and stuff.
You mean
so they're doing it different. So they just gotta keep it going. Keep it going.
Listen here, Kiera. All right. Sue definitely gets her mist in there. Scott gets it. Deanna catches the mandible claw. So there's a nice. This feud's cool. The building is weird. Okay, thank you, Ingrid. So it is weird. It's got to be that building then, man.
Yeah, because it's not tight. Like it's not a small venue. It's a fairly open venue. I could see that. It's an old casino too. Like it's probably not.
Vegas just bothers me every time. I'm like, there's no fucking way this crowd is this quiet in Vegas. So that makes sense. If it's the building, it must be weird to Mike or something. All right, we're in the back. The Rascalz are chilling, and Willie Mack are chilling with Swann, just bullshitting. Moose interrupts. Moose is a little more creepy now, a little more ominous since the EC3 stuff. And he called Swann a second best champion to his TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Swann's not having it. Tries to hit him. Rascalz pull him back. He insults. Well, he says something very critical to Swann. He said something, and I can't recall what the actual line was.
He talks about like how poor he was.
Poor he was. That's right. Yes. Yeah. Go ahead, Bill. Elaborate on that.
Yeah, he goes after he's like, I know where you came from, how poor you are, and he don't take kindly to that. He goes,
that son of a bitch.
That's good.
Like he's not happy with him at all.
No.
But I'll tell you, right from the get-go, like it was great for a Halloween type episode because it felt like Blair Witch Bill or someone was going after him. At first, it was like, is this a new character or a new monster going after the world champ and the Rascalz? But it was Moose, and we'll see once again in a later segment. But I think someone's controlling their narrative right now.
This Moose element, Moose EC3 controlling narrative, whatever's happening to Moose is fucking weird. Jay, what did you think about this one when it happened? Like, where do you think Moose is going? Let's just touch on this for a second.
Moose has, man, I tell you, the best thing that could have happened to him this year is this feud with EC3.
Yeah,
it's got him. Dude, he has not sounded like this in several months. I'd say almost a year. He sounds like a whole new Moose. Like he's focused. Like he hasn't been this focused in a long time.
Yeah.
Like he's got that TNA championship. Like it really means something now. Like we've been kind of joking about this for a while. And it like, oh, it's just a prop. It doesn't really mean nothing. But I've been saying this to everybody that says that for months. It's like, are you going to be the one to tell him that? No, nobody wants to tell him that to his face.
Yeah.
You know, Josh will sit there, wherever Josh is sitting on commentary back behind whatever bleachers somewhere. But, oh, sure. It's not really his, is it? It's not really his. Is he going to say that to his face? No, he's not going to say that. But no, he sounds different now after this win over EC3. There's something going on. And I want to get something. I'll be talking about something later on in the news after the review that might have something to do with this. I'm not sure.
Right,
something EC3, something EC3 related.
All right, cool. But Alicia, Willie Mack kind of steps in, was like, "We can do this right now." Like, fuck you, Moose, because the Rascalz drag Rich off. Do you think we're finally getting like some actual challenge for the TNA belt? Like, is this officially being defended? Is my question now. What do you think?
You know what? I think you might be right.
Like, is this the new title? Like, are we officially getting another lineage of this title now? Is this continuing the lineage?
I would hope so. And yes.
Yeah.
I would hope so, and yes. I'm okay with it.
And guys in the chat, I want to know too, like, if they just decided, like, okay, we're just gonna continue the lineage now. Like I said, like the TNA belt is split off again, and now it's like officially the next title. But does it make sense enough for everybody to go with it? I'm still like not 100% sure. I don't know, but I'm okay with like if Willie's gonna challenge him, right? And let's say like Willie wins it, it's kind of I'm not opposed to it, but do they actually officially are like because they always keep teasing us. They're like, well, Moose, they're not holding a real title. It's not a real belt. It's not a real belt. But like if Willie wins it, is he gonna be like, come on, man, I fucking won this belt, goddamn it. You know, like let me get this belt. I would love for it to happen. So I'm out. I'm curious. I'm curious for what people think in there. So let's see what happens. But anyway, Rich turns the corner and he's confronted by Sammy and Ken Shamrock, and Sammy kind of gives him like a sarcastic, it's okay, Rich. I'm lining up some challenger. We'll see what happens with you, Rich. Maybe I'm watching you, kind of thing. So, Sammy back in the mix. What do you think, guys in the chat? What do you think?
Mix.
Ken in the mix.
Ken in the mix.
You're saying Ken going for the title. What do you think? All right, elaborate on that. Are you cool with Ken going for the title, Bill?
This Ken?
New Ken.
Hell yeah.
Focus.
Hell yeah.
Evil Ken.
Hall of Famer Ken.
Hall
The
of
dude
Famer.
looks like a freaking beast. Did you see him?
He's 56 years old, man. He's 56, and he looks like that. That's like,
hey, and if The Rock puts you over, I can't disagree with it.
Yeah, can we just mention that real quick? That Bret Hart, Mick Foley, who's been an Impact before, but Bret Hart, Mick Foley, Ariel Helwani, Chael Sonnen, and somebody else I can't remember, and then The Rock appeared on Impact Wrestling. Like, the fuck? Like, what the fuck? And I also love these idiotic marks. I'm gonna call them these fucking marky fans are like, who are bitching. They're like, because like Impact was retweeting it, the video from The Rock, like, you guys are really milking this one appearance from The Rock. It's like, yeah, you fucking morons.
Jealous much?
No shit, right? I'm like, the fucking biggest entertainer in the world just appeared on your TV, and we're just gonna tweet it once and get it over with. Like, no, milk the shit out of this. That's business 101, right, Jay? Like, what the fuck was that, man?
He's the highest paid entertainer on the planet, and he just did a favor for Ken Shamrock.
He did it.
Like, for reals.
Damn right. And I think that's huge, man. And for people to
Boss
bitch. Boss Rutan, yes, thank you. Boss Rutan, man. He was a
So you had the Rock and Sock connection and legit MMA guys in the Hall of Fame, and Bret the Hitman Hart putting over this Hall of Fame, this newly inducted. Unbelievable.
Boss Rutan was a badass too. I remember he was a kickboxer mainly, right? Wasn't he mainly a kickboxer?
Yeah, I believe so.
He was a badass too. No, absolutely. No, I think that was cool, man. And I zero blame for anyone milking that. I'd fucking milk it for at least a year if the Rock.
It's in my intro video.
Yeah, seriously. Put in our intro video. I just want to say, welcome to Total Nonstop. We can just like piece his words together, like doctored up, like
and he didn't just like say like for Shamrock. He puts over Impact. He's like in the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame.
That's right.
And they all did, which is great.
Can we like Tupac it and just like make it so like
hologram Rock?
Well, not even. They made like several Tupac records with like using words from other albums and like pieced up like 18 records after he died somehow. Can we do that and like have Rock's like Alicia?
Well, we talked about maybe doing that with Barry Scott with the intro.
Yes,
for Glory.
Yes, we could do it. We could totally do it.
There you go.
Just totally infringe Barry Scott's voice to introduce him to the show. Introduce us to the show. So we'll see. Maybe. All right. We get the recap induction of Ken's Hall of Fame after that's perfect that we just talked about it. Ethan Page and Josh are backstage teaching some of the rookies and security guards. Yeah, how about tag team wrestling, tag team 101? And then the Good Brothers like walk in. They go, speaking of bad investments, they're like, there you go, beer skin. Look at these two. It goes. He said the Impact Wrestling management backed up a Brinks truck to this failure of an investment known as the Good Brothers. It just dogged the shit out of him. Jay. And then they brawl. Thoughts? Go ahead. Oh, Jay's dying over here. He had to go mute.
Sorry. Yeah, this is absolutely your next feud, and I can't wait for it. I mean, the Good Brothers were my pick for winning at one of several I didn't get right, but but man, yeah, this is, I can't wait for this to happen. I'm really excited. I mean, when they had that four-way going on, when they had the weeks leading up to that, each week I was getting more and more excited because of this tag team division is just exploding now. I mean, they are really exemplifying how you do tag team wrestling on a pro wrestling television show. You know, and that's something that goes way back to the beginning that we talked about.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be cool. At least you're getting some shout outs on your hair all throughout these chats. It's very nice. There you go.
It's a wig.
It's just kayfabe. It's a real hair.
Kayfabe, daddy.
Yeah, kayfabe, daddy. We gotta go. We gotta sell the gimmicks. No, this is cool. You're right though, Jay. This is an awesome, just establishing for the North as like this amazing tag team. But you also have the Good Brothers creeping in here. Like they're a fucking awesome team who are just letting it be known they're not done. So this is a great little brawl set up a little more down the line. We get a little flashback of Rohit and Willie from I think Victory Road. And then we get the Rohit party of none going on. My poor
almost won.
Almost won. Rohit's just chilling.
Kind of
won. He's just chilling in his locker room and alone with the belt, and looks like he's waiting for someone to show up. Bill, where were you on this one, Bill? You didn't have your ticket, your VIP ticket for this. You weren't.
Nah, my invite got lost in the mail. Like I hear a lot of stuff's getting lost in the mail these days. So I would have been there for Rohit. I would have been there for him. But luckily, Jimmy Jacobs shows up, and when he entered there, it's like, are they introducing his next opponent? The next one getting a chance at the Beat Rohit? But then that quickly got sidebar. But because we always talk about how like everyone forgets Jimmy Jacobs, the wrestler. It's like, are we getting? Don't call me John Stamos, Jimmy Jacobs in the ring.
He is a handsome fucking guy, man. I don't know how this works. How does somebody look so much like John Stamos and just stay in wrestling? Fuck.
Hey, speaking of John Stamos and and people in sitcoms and stuff, did you see the trailer that came out today?
The Saved by the Bell the new reboot trailer.
Yeah,
1,000 people sent it to me.
Friends Forever playing in the background, an updated.
Shit.
Was that? I was listening on the phone while driving, so I didn't really. Well, I was riding with Basil today, so I didn't hear it. But I didn't hear that part of it. But shit, really? Didn't you guys watch this? I'm still torn on this, man. Mark was texting it to me, and he's like, "This looks fucking great." And I'm like, maybe. I don't know, a little Cobra Kai vibes to it.
You'll pop for all the nostalgia, but I don't know about the rest.
Alicia, are you a Saved by the Bell fan? I don't know if I ever asked you actually.
Yes.
Did you grow up watching this?
Yes.
Did you see the reboot trailer today?
I did not.
All right, I need you to watch this and let me know what you think of this because I'm very torn on where the fuck this is going.
It was all over that Twitter box today, I'm telling you.
I deleted Twitter though, so I'm out of the loop with everything now.
Oh, well, what about that Insta neck? You still got that?
I got that, but they don't. It's so you got to like really seek things out on Instagram. I feel like.
Yeah, it's
the Insta neck. Is that what you call it?
That's why I'm never on that Insta neck. You know, it's.
What the? Like, I'm dying to know what you call Facebook. Can you give me your Facebook hyphen word? What do you call Facebook?
It's face botch.
Face botch. So face botch, Insta neck, and the Twitter box. Anything else? What's YouTube for you, Jaybone? What do you call YouTube?
I can't say that live on here.
I like what Mir's comment. No Screech, no Lisa Turtle, no Can Do. I'm with that. Hey, I'm with you, brother. I can't. You don't give me the full reunion. You ain't getting the full trend on this. That's not gonna happen. That ain't happening.
And I still don't know what the hell a Topanga is.
It's wrong show, Jim. Can you please try to fit in with the fucking kids once in a while? You are really like, I mean, I don't know what you're making like Benson references any minute now. I don't know what's going on with you. Take it easy. But yeah, Jimmy walks into Rohit's party of none, and he's like, no, Jimmy Lee, wait. And he's just putting himself over. So I don't know. What do you think, Bill? So you think this leads to a little Jimmy lead up here? What do you think?
I think we were hopeful for it. I don't know. It's a good question. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see a little Jimmy get back in there because he still wrestles. He ain't retired or anything. He still does some indie shows here and there, but he hasn't done much of anything. I think we confirmed 2 matches in his run with Impact. But I would definitely like to see him because he's more than just a backstage interviewer, although he's doing a great job as the backstage interviewer. I think
you got to be careful how you say his name. You're talking about Little Jimmy. Little Jimmy was just on a pay-per-view up north.
That's enough.
I know nothing about this.
We don't know anything about that, Jaybone. I mean, where do you think you are? This isn't Smash This podcast, all right? This isn't your Twitter box or Insta Neck or wherever the fucking face toes.
I already understood about half of that.
Look at this. What the fuck is an Insta Neck? Like, really, what the fuck is an Insta Neck, Jaybone? Give me a break.
Is that an up north term?
Maybe. But no, Rohit over here just, Jimmy's like,
it's turkey necks.
That's enough. Cut his mic. Bill, please. Thank you. Cut his mic. But he's like, I don't need anybody else. I don't need it. Fine. Nobody wants to show up at my party. Screw it. I don't need anybody else. He's got his title. That's all he needs. He was having breakfast with his title this morning. If you guys saw that on his Instagram.
Who's the next challengers?
All right, Brandon saying he was hoping for Jimmy too because we need a bit of a break from Rohit and the usual challengers. Okay, this is interesting. It kind of would have been funny though, and like if Jimmy, if he like looped and Jimmy into it somehow. I was like, oh, Jimmy, you want a title shot? And they beats Jimmy quick or whatever, and Jimmy's not expecting it or something. Kind of would be funny. It'd be funny if he starts challenging like innocent people. He just gives a title shot to he's like, hey, Daniel Spencer, referee Spencer, you want a title shot? She's like, what the fuck? And just pins him. And he's like, racks up all these wins and shit. He's like, look at me, I'm 78-0, the X Division title shots, whatever. And then somebody.
Although he does put over TJP, so that sounds like his next opponent.
Could be.
At least in Jimmy Jacobs' mind.
Maybe. Bravo finds Fallah in the Marshmallow Man outfit, and he's not happy with him. And he found out Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and he tells him Reno Scum and Hernandez are looking for the wad of cash that he stole. He tells Bahh he's dead. You're dead to me. You're not my best man. You're fucking dead to me.
He might be the number one guy that we're gonna finger. That Hernandez.
Oh,
Hernandez. He wants the money, man. Where's the money, Lebowski? Can I just say, Alicia, Fallah Bahh and a Stay Puft Marsh Bahh, low man. It was hilarious.
Marshmallow Man. I love that. That's amazing.
He's just, Bill, the way you said it, he's just making the expressions under the mask too.
Yeah.
Just because he was standing there said Bahh. Marsh Bahh.
Said Bahh.
He's kind of just want to give him a hug. Poor guy, just getting shit on this whole episode.
Yeah. It's that money, man. It's made him a little Gollum.
It is made a little Gollum. A panda bear Gollum is what he is.
Yeah.
Poor guy. All right, knockouts, tag team action. So this is like a little preview almost, right? For maybe our tournament. Alicia Edwards and Jordynne taking on Kiera and Tasha Steelz. I love Kiera and Tasha Steelz even more and more every week. These two are, they're screaming in the ring, from start to finish. Alicia is the funniest shit ever. Look to me. They just
I like that we can hear what they're saying.
Right. They're just
all the shit talking.
Constant shit talking for the whole match.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't even need a crowd. They're just talking so much shit the whole time. You can defeat Rohit Daniel Spencer. Come on, believe in it. Believe in yourself. You can do this. You can do this, Daniel Spencer. I love it though. I cannot get enough of these two just constantly yelling and talking shit throughout their match. How are you so witty? You know what I mean? Just to talk that much shit consistently for 10 minutes. But good match. Back and forth. Bill, any thoughts on this one? Actually give me your thoughts on the shit talk. I love it.
I think it's great. I think that's what because I know on Sunday with me and Jay, we were talking about for next year, who we thought I don't know if it was Sting or somebody else. Like, who do you see as champions a year from now?
Oh,
and we were talking about, like, that's who I see. Maybe they're the first ones, but at this time next year, I think they are the knockout tag champions. I don't know if they're going to win it at first and keep it the whole time, or if they're going to be it by then. But they are, like, when you look at a team, they seem like the team within the knockouts. Because almost as soon as Tasha came, they were paired together. I know, and she got there obviously before Nevaeh was part of it. So that's why those teams really seem. Same thing with Rosemary and the Bride, Rosemary the Bride and Taya, depending on what happens. Like, so I think just the time, and that's what we're talking about. That Impact invested. Everyone wanted those knockout tag titles months ago, but there wasn't a real division yet. They didn't just hotshot that idea. They actually made you invested in these teams for months. So now you actually look at, there's that handful. Even Jay pointed out, there's a handful of teams that should be those top contenders because they've been around so long. These makeshift teams on the fly, who knows? In wrestling, those teams win a lot, but we have established teams at least going into this tournament.
Yeah, he mentioned Tasha Steelz and Kiera Hogan as the tag champs within the next year or a year from now. I mentioned Nevaeh and Havoc as possibly your first champs, but I said within a year you're absolutely going to have Kiera Hogan as Knockouts champ.
Dude, she's awesome. Alicia, what do you think? You've been a big fan of these two from like day one, pretty much.
I think each time we get to see them, they grow a little more and a little more stronger in character, and I'm excited to see where their road leads them. Hopefully, the first tag team champions.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm calling it now. It's going to be these two. I think these two are just way too good as a team to not be the first ones to take it. So no, this is pretty cool. But the match ends. We get it's really back and forth, but Tasha and Kiera win with this one. But the real story out of this one, Bill, is Jordynne and Alicia Edwards kind of getting into a little bit, and she's like, "Hey, I know we're friends. What happened?"
Yeah, not no mo. She didn't take kindly to losing Jordynne Grace here, and I don't know if this tag team's going to last. I don't know if there's staying power with this tag team. Because from the early on, we saw her kind of give a look to Tenille. Partners? Nah. I think she might have a little changing of the mind pretty soon.
Yeah, she was like a little like, maybe.
Maybe I'll give this Instagram model a chance.
Insta neck.
Oh, yeah, it's the neck model.
Insta neck, right, Jaybone? Insta neck.
That's right. Get on that Insta neck and get sort of trapped or whatever they call it.
What the
fuck? Well, speaking
of
Alicia, as Ingrid said, Alicia's a star.
Well, you get the check next to you get the sort of trapped or whatever.
There you go. Serta trapped.
What language do you speak in Wisconsin, Jaybone? What do you? I don't even know half the shit you're talking about.
It's these limited edition dum-dums. I'm just losing my mind over them. This one's like berry lemonade. It's incredible.
Okay, Boomer. Sadly, I understood about half of that.
Just let you know
That's
where
back
I'm
to back.
I want to let him know where I'm at with him right now. That's all.
Hey, welcome back, Trent. You missed a little.
I sure did. I definitely fucking
that son of a bitch.
Sure did, man.
This Jaybone brings the views though.
It's this one. I think so. I think this Jaybone is ratings. Willie Mack runs into a fan outside. The fan's like, "Hey, Willie Mack, can I record a message? To my cousin. He's a huge fan of yours." Like, "Yeah, man. Well, no problem. Who's your cousin?" He's about to record, and then we get the view from the cell phone, and he's about to take it, and then Moose just attacks Willie with the TNA title, knocks him out, and then he's like, "You get that on camera? You get that?" And dude, the camera's like, "Shit, fuck," and he's like, and he just takes the camera, so we end it with that. So. I'm not sure.
Now, was I wrong, or was that EC3's guy?
That is EC3's guy. That is Huntley.
So yeah, like that's the narrative, man. He was controlling it.
That is Huntley, who is EC3's guy, who actually appeared in another skit one time. Remember that same dude? Moose threatened him before.
Yeah, same guy.
Same guy. He had the hoodie on.
You gotta pay attention to these little nuggets.
That's a good nugget to pay attention to. He is EC3's guy. And Moose, and he's the one trying to take the picture. So there's some tie-in going on here. Definitely some tie-in. So we'll see. All right, wedding time. We're coming to the wedding. This is it. Taya Valkyrie finds Rosemary before the wedding. She believes Bravo is out of control and wants to warn the future bride about it. Rosemary is not worried at all. She says she has a surprise for him at the altar. And we're going to get to the wedding now. So we start off, everybody's around the ring. And the wedding party comes down. And we get the music, man. I pop for this. The fucking Disciples of the New Church music hits, Jaybone. The Disciples music hits. And fucking Father James Mitchell, the devil himself, comes down the aisle to officiate this wedding, and it's fucking nuts. Bravo's there. I popped, man. Bravo's there. Crazy Steve walks Rosemary out. It's just fucking awesome. But the music, Jaybone, classic. But the music,
yeah, I love that music. They pulled that one out of the archives.
Man, whose ever idea this was to play that music, I wanted to send you a Christmas card.
That was good.
That music has not been played on Impact Television in many, many years. Bill, what do you think? You have an idea?
Yeah, because I thought the same thing, because he was always later attached to Abyss's music.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a real throwback, because I was expecting him to come out to either Nothing or Abyss's music. So when they went there, I was like, whoa.
When he was appearing in those other tapings, did he? Well, he didn't really appear out, did he? He was always in vignettes. Did he come out to anything you were at?
Like he would always come out whoever, like if it was Sue Young,
yeah.
If it was Havoc, they would come out there. He didn't have his own music.
Right.
And then whenever he did stuff with Abyss, it would always be Abyss's music. So
good point.
It's been a long time. I'd have to go really back to see when the last time we heard him with that music.
We'll probably get to it. We do the throwback show on Thursdays. And we'll probably see it at some point. We're coming up to 4. We skipped last week because of everything going on, but we're on 47, I believe, this week. And we'll get to it at some point. Like there's one day that the Disciples are going to end, so we'll absolutely get to it. we're gonna see it.
But this week, I think we're gonna do it on Friday just to keep stuff even keel.
That's right, because I have AEW on Thursday, so I won't be able to do it out there.
I'm not double booking myself this week. I'm not.
Yes, so Friday we'll aim for Friday or sometime. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I'll let you guys know. But he comes out. It was super cool. Alicia, were you a fan of the Devil? Are you a fan of Father James Mitchell?
Of course.
How fucking cool is it to see this guy? I don't know, man. I pop every time I just see this dude ever.
Happy to have him back,
especially around Halloween.
Yeah, it's perfect.
The timing couldn't have been any better for this. He's a satanic minister. Mm-hmm. It's Halloween. It's perfect. Like the time, whoever fucking timed this is perfect. Fucking Bravo and Rosemary, man. I wonder if he does weddings. If Father James Mitchell does weddings, I might consider just getting. I might consider hiring him for your wedding, Bill, at some point down the line. I think I was gonna say it myself. Are you out of your mind? I give these fucking lunatics in the chat goddamn material to go off of. I can't ever get married again. They love talking about my divorce, but for you, pal, I think I'm going to hire Father James Mitchell. Whatever you decide to get married.
They already found me a wedding dress.
Yeah, it's true. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Kalon.
Who booked this? Yeah, exactly. But Bravo's vow was the Addams Family intro. He said he's kooky, she's kooky, and she's spooky, mysterious. I don't know. Does anybody know how she's creepy and kooky, mysterious and spooky? That's right. That's the Addams Family. Yeah. That's what he said about Rosemary's little gargoyle. And Swoggle, the Jaybone pop for this. What do they call Swoggle, Jaybone? You pop for this.
He's the imp.
He's the ring imp.
The ring imp.
Was he supposed to be anybody? He was dressed up. Alicia, was he a character? Everybody else
Hornswoggle?
Yeah. Was he?
I couldn't tell what it was.
He was in green. He was in green. Yeah.
Okay. It was just a subtle green shirt. Is that what the idea was? Because everybody else is a character. XXXL was the Nasty Boys. Did anybody see that?
Oh yeah.
That was the fucking Nasty Boys.
That was good.
Okay. Bonus points. I want to put this to the chat and any of you guys. Anybody catch what referee Toll was dressed as? Did anybody see?
No.
Oh, I didn't see him, but I did see the Rascalz.
The Rascalz were what? Let's see if you remember this.
Wentz was Ray Strack.
Ray Strat, yeah, that's right.
And Trey Miguel was Bill Ding.
Bill Ding.
And
Dez.
I didn't catch Dez. Dez was something.
He was Gymnasium, the coach.
That's it.
High school. And bonus points to TU's referee Toll was dressed as referee Slick Johnson.
Wow.
Okay.
Did you guys got to go back and look at this? He had the shorts. He had the little like chin spinach right here, like the fucking little mini soul patch. He had like he had a TNA referee logo shirt.
Amazing.
It was awesome. Whatever happened to Slick Johnson? Does anybody know what happened? What happened to him? He was the only referee who wore shorts.
Oh, guys.
Brandon got it too. Sorry, Brandon had it first. Yeah. Go ahead.
The chat just got invaded by.
Oh, got dark.
Oh boy.
Oh, for God's sake.
It was Kyle.
You know, right at the end.
Kaylon and
Your buddy Kyle.
Kaylon and
You couldn't let us get through. We're almost done. We're at the wedding. And he got it. You know, how about this? Do not display anything he says.
Damn it, Kyle.
We wouldn't even play shots fired for so long into the show.
No, that's true. But no, it was great. So they do the vows. Jim Mitchell was fantastic. Unbelievably fantastic here. Just back and forth. But anyway, go. So I don't want to give much. I want everybody to go watch it. If you haven't seen this, you need to go watch it. Everybody involved is brilliant in this. Everybody. And I think as Ingrid pointed out, the altar she made the altar. Ingrid put that together. I think she pointed out earlier in the chat. She did all that. I also have no alibi. Kyle is right. I have no alibi at all. So they're saying, Kyle, they're all saying you did it, man. Anyway, let me set up what happens here. They're about to go in for the kiss to get pronounced husband and wife. About to go in for the kiss. Lights off. Everyone's commotion. Shot rings out. Lights pop back on. John, capital E period, Bravo. Shot. Laid out dead. Bullet hole. Death still in question. But he is laying there with a bloody chest. The group looks out. Tommy Dreamer runs in. Told you, picks him up in his dead hands. Who shot Bravo? And he goes, no. That was it. It's as Alicia put it. Alicia, this is all known as a
murder mystery.
A whodunit.
A whodunit.
A whodunit. This is a whodunit. It's now okay, Bill, you can bid on the altar from England. Oh. It's in her garage.
It's in the garage.
Nice.
In the garage. I need you to put Ingrid, the bids, open it up. Yeah, see, if Daniel Spencer knows it, maybe Bill will buy it. He will buy it. Bill, I say you buy it. You have a backyard. You put it in the yard. You know, you put it somewhere out there in the yard. And that could be you grow tomatoes on it or some shit.
It's fine England craftsmanship. There she goes. See, she ain't
selling it. Oh my God!
She's putting it in her yard.
Donut Lovers wants to know, Alicia, if you're up for a tarot card question. You got to take this offline, guys.
No,
she's not doing a reading on the show, guys. Like, I don't know what you're talking about here. This is not worth. We're talking about John E. Bravo.
Okay.
John Excitement.
Know what you want, KL. You
John Excitement Bravo is dead, and you guys are worrying about the wrong thing here. By the way, okay, real quick. This is a whodunit. I want everybody to sound off. Three of you, everybody in the chat right now, give me an answer. Whodunit? Jaybone. Besides Kaylon, whodunit? Give me an answer here.
I'm gonna say someone from Hernandez crew.
Oh, okay. All right. Hernandez, who was dressed as a taco. You see that? He was dressed as a taco.
Well, he was there.
He was there. Hernandez was there. He was dressed as a taco.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wait, by the way, so Trey was Bill Ding, right? I kept thinking Trey was LAX version Hernandez.
Jeez.
And then it was like, wait, why aren't they should all just be LAX? Like all of them should have been LAX. But anyway, all right, you're going Hernandez. Bill, who done it?
I think that's a very good guess Jay has with Hernandez.
You're going Hernandez. Okay.
I'd like to go Hernandez. Oh, that's Mr. Mundo's also a good one there. No one ever suspects Mr. Mundo.
Yeah, well, Mr. John E. Bravo was not too kind to Mr. Mundo recently.
He wasn't. You got to think of Johnny Bravo's enemies. Who are Johnny Bravo's enemies?
Well,
he's got more than you think.
Yeah, son of a bitch. Yeah, he's John Extinct Bravo now.
I mean, our whole show is like one giant suspect. It's kind of weird.
Our show is a giant suspect. Go ahead, but give me yours. Give me what do you got? What do you got? Oh, Bill, what do you got?
I'm gonna go with.
Come on, Bill. Give me a good one here.
I want to go a little off the radar with this.
All right.
Let's go, Coach Scott D'Amore.
Scott D'Amore.
Okay.
What? Wait a minute. I'm gonna need a 30-second explanation for this one because this is pretty nuts. Scott D'Amore, huh? Go ahead. Why?
Scott D'Amore is gonna. We've been saying that he's gonna fed up, man. Scott's got a lot on his plate. He's fed up with a lot of things. Johnny Bravo, man. Somehow, for some reason, he snapped. He lost it.
Scott D'Amore. All right.
He went full Team Canada on it.
Jesus, you've turned this in another direction. All right, Alicia, sound off on your one guess.
It's that monkey, Kevin.
That's not a bad answer.
All right.
Crazy Steve's little sidekick.
Shit. I am going to go with John E. Bravo faked his death. That's a twist.
That's good. That's pretty good too.
So all of our answers combined with the fact that this happened is a complete chaotic event. This is what I've been meaning to use. This describes this whole wedding situation because wrestling weddings are nothing but a complete car wreck. So that's it. Yeah, so that was it, guys. We went off the air. Great shot, Tommy holding Bravo. So I want you guys all week, everybody who's chatting along, I want you guys all week, tweet Impact, tweet the Bravo account, tweet us, add us in their Impact on Access TV hashtag. Who shot John Extinct Bravo? Who did it? We got a visitor, guys. Last minute, son of a bitch, gonna sneak in here. We're about to go off the air. We're about to go off. Suspect. He's here. We're about to go off the air. What is he doing?
No, he's gone.
He's gone. He's out.
We don't have any news?
No, I don't think we have any. Jaybone, you come up with some news?
Oh,
there's the news.
Add another 2 hours to the show, Trent. I'm here. I'm ready to do the review. We're starting now, right?
We're about to. We're shutting down, man. We're out of here.
What do you mean? The party just started. I just got here.
Sorry, pal. You missed it.
Oh.
Sorry, pal.
Yeah, well, greatest episode of Impact ever, especially the last minute of it. That's all I got to say.
That's
great. It was good, yeah.
I waited years for this.
Kyle, while you're here, who shot John E. Bravo? Who shot him?
I think you did, Trent. You don't have an alibi. Where were you this weekend, huh?
You have no. Hey, listen.
Who booked this?
I don't have to tell you anything where I was this weekend, okay? That's all you got to know. That's all you got. I didn't do it. It's a whodunit, and it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Everybody in the show is a suspect, though, Kyle. There's no doubt about that. Earl Hebner, revenge for Bravo taking his job. That's a good one, too.
It was Bill. It was Bill in the library.
Well, Kyle, we're about to
That's
get
why
out
I threw
of here.
Scott D'Amore under the bus.
No. We're going after dark, Trent.
Well, there's no after dark is a dead. We put that that show got canceled.
All right, so we're doing KL's hit and run, right?
Yeah, you can do that on your own. This is not hit and run.
We're live on the Impact Lounge, Trent. What?
Oh, holy shit! All right, plugs. Get them out. Let's get out of here. We gotta get out of here. All right, Jaybone, plugs. Where can they find you? Go ahead, quick before this get.
I thought we were doing news.
Do you have news today? Do you have anything?
Jaybone's news. I came in time for the news. I'll crash the news like Gilbert on Stern back in the day. I'll crash
here
the
we
news.
go. Real quick. We'll wrap it with the news.
Jaybone's news.
Christmas.
And now, Jaybone's News on the Total Nonstop Impact podcast. Jaybone's not getting any younger.
Searching for my
Fuck Bravo.
fake wrestling news.
I hope you have news, because I'm stuck with this idiot for another few minutes, Jaybone. Really, make this fast, please.
Idiot? Wait, why would you call Bill an idiot? Bill's a good guy. Don't call him an idiot, Trent.
Mute your mic, please, Kyle. Thank you. Go ahead, Jaybone. Quick.
Well, this just in.
What just came in right now at midnight? What just came in right now?
Fiance of one demon damsel, Johnny Bravo, possibly dead.
Wait, Rosemary?
What?
What did you say? Who's dead?
What did Homer Simpson just say? How many beers did you drink tonight?
Yeah, no more news. We're done.
I think we should give Bill the news, Trent, because this ain't improving. This ain't getting better. This ain't snowballing into something better. This should be Bill's news.
This is not any. All right, Bill, quick, please, news. Somebody give me some fucking news so I can get out of here.
I think he had some news.
What else you got?
Because we covered the news on Sunday. There's some little tidbits here and there, but if there's any, I think Jaybo did have some news there.
Go ahead, Jay. What else you got?
I don't have it on me.
This is unbelievable.
Well, why don't we start our own rumors, Trent? If Fake Wrestling News starts rumors, why don't we start starting rumors? Breaking news, The Rock Dwayne Johnson just signed a 10-year deal with Impact Wrestling, and he's going to be wrestling next week on Impact on Access. Tune in. Tune in for that.
Fake wrestling news. Don't believe anything.
We can do that. That's the new direction of the show. We spread rumors. They fucking do it. Look at these guys. They made a career off that shit.
Yeah,
Call it a career.
J1, do you actually have any news, please?
No, it was in my other notebook.
J-Bone doesn't have any news, Trent. That's the news. There's no news. This is the worst podcast ever. Take us home.
All right, get out of here. J-Bone, plug it. Where are you going to be tomorrow?
No, J-Bone. No, J-Bone, not there. No. Oh, God. No, Jay, no. It's another night on the TNI show.
Oh, Lord. This news segment, this clothes went to shit. You guys were doing so. I was thinking the same thing.
It's just me. It's just me. It's only me.
All right. Can somebody please get your plugs in your J-Bone, please?
Book this.
You can find me over on that other little podcast called Smash This Podcast, where we're smashing all things wrestling. Go give it a like. Go give it a sub. It's on that YouTube. It's on that Twitch. It's on that Facebook. It's on that Instanet, and it's on that Twitter box. Speaking of Twitter box, you can find me over on that Twitter box at Jaybone5150. That's JAYBONE 515 nothing. That's 0.
Which one's Jay?
Very cool. Bill, where are you going to get you?
Find me on Twitter and Instagram at William M. Gardner, GARDNER.
Very nice. Alicia, you are just on Instagram now. We're going to get you.
You can find me at Alicia B. Cakey.
On Instagram. Kalon, he didn't contribute shit to this show.
No, I don't deserve plugs. I don't deserve plugs. You know where you can find me? Pissing on Bravo's grave. That's where you're going to find me.
Oh, my God. It's the feud of the year, man. Feud of the
Fuck
year. All right, guys. You guys
Glad he got shot.
Trent Xavier over on Twitter. Also, the show at We Talk Impact, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Just type in Total Nonstop Impact. It comes right up. Audio format, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora. We're on everything that plays a podcast, so definitely add it, rate, review, subscribe to it. YouTube at Total Nonstop Impact, twitch.tv/Total Nonstop Impact, Pro Wrestling Tees.com/Total Nonstop Impact. They ran a random sale, Bill, in the middle of out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah, it was a one-day thing. Yeah,
they didn't even announce it to the sellers. I didn't even know they were doing it, but it was a one-day sale. If you missed it, you missed it. But I'm sure there'll be other ones. Christmas sale is usually huge for them.
Yeah, Black Friday's huge.
Black Friday.
So that's
coming up in a couple weeks. So keep an eye. Get all your shirts. And
this was like Black Tuesday. I mean,
it was so random. But anyway, guys, yeah, definitely thank you for everybody who has recently subscribed, cheered bits, jumped on Twitch. The Bound for Glory review was the best rated thing we've ever done in Total Nonstop Impact history. So thank you. Kyle, the message is you and I were not on it, I was on it for 10 minutes. These three held it down, and it's the most.
Hey, I came on for 30 seconds. I had a hot chick wearing Loca. That's enough, man. We were partying, man. We were the Bound for Glory party. We weren't even a party of yours. But that's crazy, Trent. The one day we're not on, these people do like 3,000 views. What does that tell you?
More. It's up to like 10,000 views.
I've been here for 5 minutes, and I already ruined the show.
It's insane. Yeah, I know. No kidding.
Hey, Trent, they're getting the marriage jokes in. That's great.
They're getting, as soon as you came on, pal, they were behaving themselves all day today.
The scum.
Absolutely. You come in and just rail this whole thing away, man. But guys, yeah, definitely rate, review, subscribe, follow us on all the social medias. We appreciate that. Share it around, tweet us, tag us, and any ideas you have, hashtag Impact on Access TV. Let Impact Wrestling know that this is the unofficial podcast of Impact Wrestling. They love us. We want them to love seeing more. You guys love us. Let them know who you want to be their official podcast. We want to keep pushing that. So we want to control that fucking narrative. How about that? All right, guys. That's going to do it for us. We'll be back with the throwback show. We're going to decide the day. Kind of a weird week. I have AAW this week, and then Jaybone's got some stuff going on. So we'll figure out what day to do it. We'll let you guys know. Tune in at We Talk Impact on Twitter for all the news when we're going to do that. So other than that, thank you guys, everybody. John E. Bravo, this is your fucking Armageddon, pal. You come on our show and you ambush us. You fuck with us. This is your day to pay the piper. You know what I'm saying? Kyle is smiling. This is his revenge. I still think it was you, Kyle. You little.
Trent. I have an alibi. Trent, I almost got killed the other night. You saw that in the group chat. I have the weekend from hell. Where were you over the weekend? What's your alibi? I got a knife pulled on me in a bar.
Maybe I was the other end of that knife. I wish I was. Anyway, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Kyle, stay fresh. Keep aiming for the stars, my friend. You might just hit one with a gun one of these days, just like Johnny Bravo. All right, guys, we'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Have a great night, everybody. Good night.
Find me the name of this garbage show again that I'm on.
Total Nonstop Impact.
My name's John, capital letter E, period, Bravo, and you're listening to the Total Nonstop Impact podcast.
This is the jaw-jacking Tuesday Night Impact, and his mother called him son because he shines like one. Mocha-skinned manimal, Rohit Raju, and you are watching Total Nonstop Impact.
This is Taya La Güera Loca, and you are listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, and you're listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
We are the Rascalz. You are listening to Total
Nonstop
Impact Podcast, baby.
Woo! And what you're really listening to is Total Nonstop Impact. Don't you dare miss a lesson. Oh, yeah.